Hello and welcome to Television Jamaica's Final Whistle, the program where we keep you up to date with all the action from the 2018 FIFA World Cup. I'm Giovanni Brady, and with me as usual
is Liam Henriquez.
Okay, today we had the third place playoff at the World Cup. You know what that means. Only one game left, but before that one last game, the big final, we had to, deal with who comes third. We had Belgium going up against England. Belgium defeating the English 2-0. It was a what you expect from a third place game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just an average game. Obviously Belgium got an early lead with a Mounier across from Chadley and he hit off his shin. Some people will say it's lucky, some people will say it was a good finish. I think Pickford got a toe to it. Pickford, I think, could have saved that. So they got their early lead, and I think it.
You think Pickford could have saved that?
Yes, but I'm not mad at him for not saving it. I think he could have, but I'm not going to blame him. And then the second goal, which put the cherry on top for Belgium, kind of gave them insurance. Yeah. Hazard scored in the 82nd minute. He was on the counter and he scored on Pickford's near post. Yeah, I think Pickford should have been covering that near post. Yeah. That one I do blame Pickford. One thing I've got to mention, I think Belgium were just more up for this game. I think England, after losing devastatingly to Croatia, I think in their minds, they were 1-0 up and they had the game in their control. It was in their hands to win, and then they just slacked off. I thought they thought like they had it. They had it already, but they didn't. And then Croatia caught them off guard and scored 2 goals, and it devastated them because, at the start of the tournament, England would probably settle for a quarter-final place.
But going to the semi-finals.
But as they got to the semi-finals, they realized their expectations got higher and they thought we should beat this Croatia side. And it devastated them, and I think they went in the third place match playing, it's like, let's just play football. They really were still devastated.
But for me personally, I thought Belgium could have ran out probably 5-0 winners. I thought Belgium had that many chances. England were kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
They still looked tired. Not as tired as in the Croatia game, but they still looked tired for the most part.
I think, like they had probably more possession, but they just weren't creating anything. You didn't see that much, like I said in the previous episodes. They didn't see that much from the creators like Sterling and Lingard and Rashford. You didn't see that much. One of the times you saw Dyer on a one-on-one with Courtois, like Dyer's a centre-back.
And he chipped it over the keeper, but that was cleared by Alderweireld.
Yeah, so I expected more from those playmaker players.
One commendation I must give England, though, I think introducing Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the midfield gave them a bit more impetus. The midfield seemed a bit more energetic, and they had more control of the midfield than in Croatia. Yeah, he's very much underrated. I think after this World Cup, after that performance, he should definitely look to leave Chelsea to get some playing time.
He's at Crystal Palace.
Yeah, but that was on loan. Yeah, he's still a Chelsea player, so.
Okay. Yeah. I think Belgium the third place is the highest they've ever gotten, so they went into this game saying, let's get the highest place we've ever gotten. It's all right. We lost 1-0 to France. We played really well. They weren't that as devastated as England, who had the game in their control and could have easily gone to the final.
One thing we know for sure, though, it's not coming home. It's definitely not coming home. All right, so as we said earlier, we have one last game, the finals tomorrow, 10 a.m. Paul Pogba, France against Croatia. Your predictions for that game?
Well, I just want to say Croatia based on, I don't think they would have made, I think they made it to the final for a reason. Like, they went through round of 16 on penalties, they went through quarterfinals on penalties, they went through semi-final with a last-minute, extra time goal. Yeah, so I'm going to say Croatia on penalties.
I don't think this game goes to penalties. I think Pogba or France wins it in extra time, because the past 2 World Cups, I think it was in 2010, Iniesta scored like a last-minute goal to beat the Dutch. And in 2014, Mario Götze scored a last-minute goal. So I'm probably not predicting a last-minute goal, but I think France has the quality to probably outrun this team.
Yeah, like a team hasn't won it on penalties in the finals, so I think it's about time for that.
I think France will beat them in 120 minutes.
All right. Well, one thing I'm looking for Croatia is that in the knockout stages, when they've conceded first, they've ended up winning. So they conceded first against Denmark in the round of 16, won the game. Conceded first against Russia in the quarterfinals, won the game. Conceded first against England in the semi-finals, won the game. So I think they're gonna sit back at the start and just play some football. I think France will be on the front foot trying to get some early goals.
All right, so that's why I like the program. Me and Liam always have contradicting views. I think the French have a deep bench. Those teams didn't really have as much on the bench that the French had. So I do think the French bench will, or the bench of the France team will come in handy. So I think 1-0 to France in extra time. Liam, you predict penalties?
Croatia.
Okay, Croatia on penalties. Let's see what happens. Anyway, that has been another episode of Television Jamaica's Final Whistle, the show where we give you an in-depth review of all the day's action from the 2018 FIFA World Cup. As usual, I'm Giovanni Brady.
And I'm Liam Enriquez. Stay tuned for tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the last one.
Bye-bye.